Hey, welcome back, guys. It is American Government Class with Mr. Weckbaugh. It is Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. Hope you are having a wonderful start to your week. Holy smokes, did we have a long and a lot of classes last week. My goodness, we had quizzes, we did long classes with spectrums, and whole lot of work. So today, let's make it a little bit easier for you, all right? This week we only have 2 classes, and today's class is not only short, but it's a little bit of fun. Let's take a look at the schedule. We're going to go over last class, talk about the wings of the spectrum. Then we're going to do a political spectrum survey. You guys are going to complete a survey that kind of, asks you questions that are pointed and helps you figure out where you stand on that political survey. Are you far right? Are you far left? I know that's reversed for you guys, right? This is your right. This is your left. What are you? Are you moderate? Are you conservative? Are you liberal? Are you a fascist? Are you a communist? Who knows? We're going to find that out today, and you'll be able to kind of talk to people and say, hey, guess what I am? This is how I feel. This is the ideology that represents me and my beliefs. After that, I'm going to give you your attendance and assignment, and we'll be off until Thursday, where we will have a quiz. Next week's quiz, or next class's quiz, not next week. Next class's quiz is going to be our vocab quiz. I told you guys we're going to be doing a quiz. You got a vocab quiz next class, all right? Simple as that. Now, for our last class review, we talked about the 2 sides, or the 2 wings of the spectrum. The left were the liberals. Most liberals are what political party? I hope I heard Democrats. They believe in things like science, they are pro-choice. They are for a woman's right to choose. They are more about gun regulation. They are more about change and progress. These are people who have a more progressive idea of lesbian, gay, LGBTQ rights and marriage. And then on the right side, the R, the right, what color is that? Red. The red side, those are conservatives, and they mostly belong to the, R's. Which party? The Republican Party. They believe in things like a strong Second Amendment and keeping guns for everyone. They believe in a more traditional view of marriage. They believe in keeping things kind of the same, more guided by religion. There's another R word for that side. And then in the middle, we have the people who are the moderates. The moderates. Now, moderates can be any party. In fact, conservatives and liberals could be any party, like we said. They just happen, most of the time, liberals happen to be Democrats, conservatives happen to be Republicans. Moderates, they could be either or they could have no party. What is it called when you have no party? Independent. All right, those were the wings. That was a brief explanation of what we talked about last class. Today, what we're going to do is find out where you stand on that political spectrum. So what you're going to need to do is follow me here. I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and you're going to see what website to go to, because you will actually be taking a political spectrum survey. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions. You're going to answer them, and at the end, it's going to tell you, hey, you might be liberal, or you might be conservative. And it's going to give you a nice little kind of review and explain to you who you are. So, without further ado, go ahead, follow me to this website. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first website I want you to go to is just Google, and you're going to type in the following words: Pew Political Party Quiz. Type in those 4 words, and what should pop up is the first link, pewresearch.org, and it should say Political Party Quiz from the Pew Research Center. You're going to click on that, and then click on this little link that says Take the Political Typology Quiz. We'll click on that, and it's going to give you an explanation here. Are you a core conservative, a solid liberal, or somewhere in between? Take our quiz to find out which one of our political typology groups is your best match, compared with a nationally representative survey of more than 5,000 U.S. adults. You'll click here on the next. Make sure you read this last part as well. But what you're going to want to do is answer every one of these questions. And basically what they are is statements. You're going to choose between one of the two and then hit next. Now, part of the directions say, it may be hard to choose just one, but you have to choose one. For the purposes of today, to not really give you guys any insight onto my beliefs, I'm just going to go through and I'm going to click the top one, no matter what it says, to show you exactly how to move through this quiz. So, question 1 of 17 will go here, and then you hit next. Question 2, you'll read that statement, which one best expresses your point of view. Click on one, and next. Same thing, and you'll go through this whole survey. You'll read these. Like I said, I'm not reading them right now. I'm just going on the top one. Boom, boom, boom. And you're going to do this 17 times. Now, 17 questions, that's not a lot. Don't worry. Don't be upset with 17 questions. But just make sure that, hey, whichever one you agree the most with, you're going to click. And then you finally get to 17, and it says, in politics today, do you consider yourself a Republican, Democrat, or independent? I'm going to go ahead and put an independent here. As of today, do you lean more? They won't even let you get away with that one. So we'll go with the top one again, just because I said top ones all day. We'll go Democrat, and then you will hit submit. And what this will tell you is that your best fit is, boom! Apparently, if I answered all those questions like that, I'm an opportunity Democrat, and that's the same as 12% of the public. And right here, it'll show you our political spectrum. Remember, we have red on the far right, blue on the far left. We have liberals and conservatives. Apparently right here is just bystanders, people who don't really care about anything. That's not really part of the spectrum. Maybe if you're here, you're more of a moderate if you're in this middle area, but it will also give you a little bit of information about the questions you answered and how it may represent you. So make sure you go ahead, read this. Once you're done with the survey, it'll tell you, hey, how you feel on the economy and business, where you are as far as an ideological placement. It'll tell you how many other people answered the same questions you did about foreign policy, about social values, race and immigration, government performance, and it'll kind of let you see where you stand with everybody else who took this quiz. And for your assignment, what I want you to do is I want you to take a screenshot and send it to me so that I know that you did this. Just take a picture that shows me what your outcome was. Now, I don't care, and this isn't going to be shown with anybody else. We are all free to have our own beliefs and feel how we want to feel. I just want to see that you completed the survey. So if you even want to black this portion out so that I can see what your ideology is, that's totally fine. I just want to make sure that you took the quiz. And remember, this quiz is for you. This is for you to kind of get a better understanding of who you might be and how you are represented. So make sure you take this quiz. Go ahead and read this too when you're done, just so you can see, maybe you learned something about yourself, and send me a picture showing me that you completed it. And there you have it. So that's going to wrap us up for today, for your assignment and your attendance. You got 3 things really. Number 1, you need to complete the Pew survey that I just showed you how to complete. All 17 questions, answer every single one of them. Make sure that you don't fence sit, meaning don't be in the middle. You got to choose a side. And then send me a picture of your completion. All right, remember, you can black it out if you want to. If you don't want me to know your political leanings, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you send me a picture of your completion. If you need to screenshot it, you can screenshot it on a computer or on a phone. Either way, you can take a picture of that screen, send it in to me via email. Then, the final thing, not really an assignment, but study for your quiz. You got a vocab quiz coming up next class on all the vocab words we did. Some of you still haven't even done vocab, so you might want to go take a look at those vocab words. Might be hard to do a vocab quiz if you haven't done the vocabulary words. That is it. That's it for your assignment and for the class today. Look forward to seeing you guys on Thursday for your vocab quiz. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you then.